Hello, everybody. Thanks on a very popular request. I don't know how many of you would really want to watch it, but I'm doing the second part of chapter number 9, which is actually social media, a world you inhabit. In simple words, it is a long question on social media. Remember this keyword digital immigrants and digital natives. An immigrant is someone, for example, a lot of Indo Pakistani people have gone to Australia. So you settle in Australia, you're an immigrant. We, the generations that I belong to, are digital immigrant. We were born without technology, and then Google is younger than me. That's how I will look at it. You are digital natives. You are born with and within technology. Perhaps your first picture was already shared on a social media without even you knowing it when you were born. So this is the world you inhabit. The first original social media is Facebook, no doubt about it, isn't it? There was something called the Orkut, which is developed as an in-house project of Google, which is interesting. Google has a 20%, and there was a person by the name of Orkut, which is where we grew up with. But Facebook revolutionized the way people want to talk to each other. And of course, today it's Instagram, which is again owned by Facebook. And today it is a Meta. The word is Meta. Mark Zuckerberg did it in his dorm room. According to some people, it's a twin brothers. And on a lot of sub note, you must watch for a movie, do it after exams, called Social Network. A great movie which understands how the entire Facebook revolution took place. This chapter is pretty much simple. It's the same standard. How do you create a Facebook account? Officially, you have to be 13 plus to be a part of Facebook. You have to log in with your email ID or create an ID for Facebook. And now Facebook allows you to use a Gmail, which it was not earlier possible. And then you go to the home page. In home page, let's say this is Indra Nair. So there is a Facebook name, there's a profile picture, there's even a banner that is common now. Canva helps you open a banner, and suddenly you can hide your profile, you can make it security, only friends can watch it, you can write what is on your word. It is very strange. If you type something, it is said the Facebook algorithm is so good, if you type something and don't post it, Facebook can still record it. So we'll come to the digital footprint part of it. So this is basically what Facebook is. It connects you to groups, it connects you to pages, you can start looking at friends. It is one of the only purpose of Facebook in today's time is to remind you of your birthdays. Otherwise, I think Facebook is also redundant. Most of you are on Instagram or now Snapchat or perhaps Discord. But for the sake of NIS, remember what Facebook is. So make sure you must always have two-factor authentication, which means nobody can, do a login to your account without your permission. That's something which is for all the social media, primarily your Gmail. Today you will use GPay. Your bank accounts are linked. So make sure this, do not share two things with anybody: your toothpaste and your OTPs and passwords. So this is what I always advise. An extra layer of security can be enabled, which is what we call two-factor authentication. Remember this keyword, two-factor authentication. And hopefully Facebook has an option where you can see each other. You can send a friend request. A lot of movies have gone on just word friend request. And then you can, choose if you want them to be a friend or do not want them. Now, you can add a Facebook friend by name, by your classmate, by your college mate. Let's say a course you've gone through, a program you've gone to, and at the end of the day, this is what this whole social media is. You want to share something, a lot of people tag friends. A lot of people tell, I was at Geo Convention Center, I went to this place, I was in Mahabaleshwar, I'm planning to go to Dubai. And Facebook and all other social media mostly about just information. But a good part of Facebook is you also get to know about some events happening, some webinars, some physical programs, some promotion and offers, and you generally want to see what others are doing in the world, which is what Facebook is. Quickly going on to some of the other areas, which we, just very basically. So these are basically public. Anyone can see your profile. Only friends can see. You can also block certain friends or only can keep it to you. Why keep a profile only for yourself? But probably a lot of people want. A lot of people use Facebook for dumping photos. I don't want to keep my photos in my Google Drive or on my computer. I can just put it in Facebook, owes it to you to keep your photos ever they exist. The second social media, which is actually a micro blogging site. Leave the word microblogging is Twitter, which of course is now owned by, right? It was started by a group of friends now, and ultimately Elon Musk have bought Twitter, and Twitter is now called X. the simple word X. It is a logo there. And when you post a short post, it's called a tweet. Yeah, the logo is completely changed. The special feature of Twitter is it used to only allow 280 characters. Now it is increased, but remember, tweet is a post, a micro blogging site. And the idea of Twitter is you have your own small group. A lot of politicians, a lot of business people, a lot of celebrities use Twitter. News people, when you can't have regular news, alternate news people use Twitter. It's the most powerful social media of our time. Most professional, remember, is LinkedIn. Most unused now is Facebook. Most popular with teenagers is Instagram. Twitter is the most powerful even now. There are revolutions called the Twitter revolution. For example, in Egypt, when there was an entire revolution at the square, it was called the Twitter revolution. How do you create a Twitter account? Very quickly, you do the sign up, log into Twitter, and then you will get this page. And there is a process which says what's happening. So you start, there are many options. You can take a photo, you can add a GIF, you can do a poll here, you can just add a reaction. And this basically is your Twitter world. You can have hashtag was first introduced by Twitter. Today, so there's so many hashtags that go on, and then it was expanded to LinkedIn and every other social media uses it. But Twitter is still one of the most prolific social media site that I can think of. All right, did we jump something? Okay, how do you follow Twitter? So you can go ahead, search them, you can follow. So basically, you will get the opinion, what's happening, you will see what's going in their world, but that's a Twitter. Let's say you're a writer, and for you, the social media is blogging. Well, a blogging is like a journal or a diary. A lot of people use diary, so you become a blogger. Now, if you add a V to it, it becomes a vlogger, video blogger, right? So that's video blog, which is also very popular, especially with a lot of Instagram influencers are vloggers. Today we have social media vloggers. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi had an entire creators conference where these vloggers or influencers were awarded. Kamya Jani, one of the very popular one. You have Nas Daily. These are the pre-social media explosion, especially with regards to Instagram. They were the original bloggers. But blogging right now is all about typing. You go to blogger.com, there's a WordPress, there's so many now sites, and you type something up. I use a lot of LinkedIn blogging as an article. Create your blogger. You can use your email, which is your Gmail, to sign in, and a lot of people can comment. A lot of times, I have a lot of blogs for IIT Delhi. You get recognized because of the content of the blog. Remember, blogging is not plagiarism that you take a chat GTP, put a target, because it will be detected. So blogging is your style, your personality, and you create blogs on personality, travels, fashion, education, anything that you feel could be blogging. You can add titles, you can add pictures, you can add a lot of content to it, and again, a hashtag for the blogging part. So today we discussed Facebook, we discussed about Twitter, and we spoke about blogging. Now, quickly, let's go to the last of the social media, which is the, what do you call the popular social media for videos, which is YouTube. Right? YouTube, by the way, is the second most search engine after Google. YouTube is owned by Google. So sometimes, when you have Google searches or SEO marketing, Facebook will not show up, Twitter will not show up, but YouTube videos will show up. And, you can go to NIS vocational courses and you can see a lot of videos other than mine on the same topics. TED Talks are there. YouTube's are called shorts, right? Like Instagram is called Reel. Mostly questions could be 2 mark on tick mark, so you should know a basic thing. You have all of these have mobile applications as well as website applications. So that's about the entire perspective of social media. The last thing in this chapter is a very interesting topic called digital footprints. When you use internet, you leave behind a proof that you use it. That is called digital footprint. It includes cookies that are used by websites that you visited, emails that you send, online social media. So remember, anything you post, today, if somebody takes a screenshot of your post, let's say you felt to rant out, you felt like you want to share something, you want to send an embarrassing photo of a friend, it will never ever be deleted online. This is called digital footprint. There are two kinds of digital footprints, passive and active. Passive is when you did not want it, you just were using certain website and it was collected without your owner, but with your consent. So, there is a small tick mark, you always give a consent. It is also known as data exhaust. Remember that, this is a keyword. But there is an active digital footprint where you are posting it for the world to know. Deliberately. All the Instagram posts, reels, everything that you do is an active digital footprint. So remember, Today, the digital trail will continue even when you become old enough. So check your privacy settings, remove old accounts, unsubscribe to emails you don't want. Very important part. There's so many apps available now. Register. Always make sure your password is changed every time. You always know how to use a stealth mode or incognito mode while browsing if you don't want to be. And think before you post. This is common sense, and use anti-tracking tool, or at least don't download all those websites which promise you quick photographs, easy movies that cannot be downloaded. Try, you use a lot of IP protocols, VPN. Do not use it if you don't want to, be tracked online. So very simple. This is the entire perspective. Hopefully, it's a very simple one, but you remember it if you hear it once. And all the best for you. Good luck. All the best for your exams also, and take care.